What do you get when your headmaster's main talent is child endangerment, your school hosts a murder tournament, and the emergency plan is basically fingers crossed, kids? That's right, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the book where Hogwarts looks at its body count and says, not bad, but let's aim higher. Because nothing says education quite like tossing minors into a government-approved battle royale. Today, we're diving into the 4th chapter of Hogwarts' ongoing safety violations, where the teachers stop pretending to care, Ron unlocks his final form of ginger jealousy, and Harry stumbles into yet another near-death experience. By the end, you'll be wondering, is Hogwarts really a school or an elaborate Hunger Games arena with extra homework? Grab your wand, your will, and a waiver form. It's gonna be a rough semester. We open with Harry escaping the Dursleys and heading to the Weasleys, the only red-haired family where every child looks like they were copy and pasted from a carrot. They take him to the Quidditch World Cup, a huge international sporting event that quickly turns into a casual act of mass destruction. You know, family fun. At the match, we meet the Vila, magical women so stunning they make every man within 10 miles forget his IQ. Ron, of course, goes full simp, staring at the Vila like she's the final boss in a video game. He's halfway to asking her to move in before Hermione smacks him back to reality. It's like watching a ginger jelly bean trying to flirt with a supermodel. Then the fun stops when the Death Eaters show up, torch the campground, and the Dark Mark appears in the sky. Because in the Harry Potter universe, no one can enjoy literally anything without an act of magical terrorism halfway through. But don't worry, the Ministry of Magic handles it calmly and responsibly. Just kidding. They panic and blame random people. Classic government response. Harry returns to Hogwarts, which has somehow not been condemned by magical social services yet. And this year, there's a new defense against the dark arts teacher, Mad Eye Moody. Great guy, also not actually him. Hogwarts zero background checks appears to be a reoccurring theme here. Also this year, there's a big announcement. The Triwizard Tournament is back. It's a legendary competition between schools full of prestige, honor, and minor detail, extreme danger, and occasional death. So naturally, Dumbledore's like, let's host it here. What could possibly go wrong? Spoiler, everything. The rules say you have to be 17 or older to enter, which means Harry's safe. Haha, nope. This is Harry Potter, the universe's favorite underage disaster magnet. Now with an emotional trauma DLC, 3 schools show up to the event. The Beau Bâton, filled with elegant French students who look like they all have skincare sponsorships. Durmstrang, home of brooding Slavic gym bros who wrestle bears for cardio. And Hogwarts featuring kids who can't even survive potions class without needing medical attention. Names go into the Goblet of Fire, a literal wooden cup that decides who will risk their lives. And it picks Victor Crumb, Fleur Delacour, and Cedric Diggory, the one Hufflepuff the author remembered existed. And then, plot twist, the goblet spits out a 4th name, Harry Potter. Everyone gasps, and Harry's like, I didn't even enter. And Ron's immediate reaction, must be nice to be the center of attention again, mate. So, your best friend is about to die, and you're upset about clout? Peak ginger behavior right there. Honestly, it's impressive. Out of all the things trying to kill Harry, the real villain in this book is teenage male insecurity. The first task is simple. Steal a golden egg from a dragon. Totally fine. Nothing says educational experience like throwing a 14-year-old at a winged flamethrower with anger issues. Each champion faces a different dragon, and Somehow, Harry gets the Hungarian horntail, the most violent one, because of course he does. The adults watch from the stands like it's Sunday brunch. No helmets, no shields, just vibes. Harry survives by summoning his broomstick and engaging in some high-speed dragon dodging. He wins, the crowd cheers, and Dumbledore's probably thinking, well, that could have gone worse. If you're enjoying this recap of Hogwarts' most homicidal school year yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because next time we're covering the Order of the Phoenix, where Harry develops anger issues and Dumbledore ghosts him harder than a bad Tinder date. Trust me, you don't want to miss that one. Meanwhile, Ron finally forgives Harry. Nothing like a little life or death trauma to grease the wheels of friendship. And between death-defying tasks, the students are rewarded with a dance, because nothing relieves trauma like forcing hormonal teenagers into formal wear and emotional chaos. Harry tries to ask Cho Chang to the dance, but gets friend-zoned harder than Neville Longbottom in a nightclub, and Ron attempts to ask Fleur, but short-circuits mid-sentence. Imagine a carrot having a stroke. Then he ends up taking Padma Patil, who looks like she's reconsidering her entire life choices. Meanwhile, Hermione shows up looking incredible with Victor Crumb on her arm, and Ron spends the entire night glaring like a rejected tomato. It's official, Hogwarts isn't just dangerous, it's also a breeding ground for emotional damage. The second task: rescue someone you care about from the bottom of a freezing lake full of monsters. This is a school, by the way, just a reminder. Harry dives in using gillyweed, which gives him fish features. So now he's basically a budget mermaid cosplay with emotional trauma. Underwater, he finds Hermione, Cho, Fleur's little sister, and Ron, who's been kidnapped and tied up for this fun educational event. Because when you're friends with Harry Potter, consent is apparently optional. Harry saves both Ron and Fleur's sister because he's too nice for his own good. He loses points for not following the rules, but gains moral points for being an actual human. Ron wakes up, soaking wet and confused, and somehow still finds a way to complain. It's like a built-in ginger reflex. The final task is a maze filled with magical obstacles. Think less obstacle course and more haunted hedge from hell on steroids. Cedric and Harry work together, proving that sometimes a friendship can actually survive a love triangle. But then, when they reach the Triwizard Cup, it teleports them to a graveyard. Because obviously, the school trophy is a death-themed portkey. Great job, Dumbledore. Really nailed the safety checks this year. Then, boom! Voldemort shows up in the world's most dramatic rebirth scene. He's like, "I'm back!" and immediately kills Cedric for pure plot convenience. I guess that's RIP to the only Hufflepuff representation. Harry watches as Voldemort returns in all his noseless glory, gives a dramatic monologue, and then somehow duels a child. Imagine being an ancient evil wizard and still losing to a 14-year-old fueled by near-death experiences, homework, and sheer plot armor. Harry escapes with help from the ghosts of his dead parents because trauma is his love language. He returns to Hogwarts clutching Cedric's corpse while everyone screams, "What happened?" And the Ministry's like, "We don't believe you." Ah, yes, classic government logic. If we ignore it, maybe it'll solve itself. Dumbledore comforts Harry by explaining absolutely nothing again. We're sensing a theme here, Albus. Then sends him back to the Dursleys like, "Have a nice summer." And by nice, he means trauma-filled, obviously. Ron finally apologizes for being a jealous orange menace. Hermione says, "I told you so," at least once, and the school year ends with everyone traumatized. Again, at this point, Hogwarts' motto should really be We swear it's educational. Please ignore the emotional scarring. So that's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, a story of bravery, loyalty, and school administrators who definitely skipped the memo on student welfare. Now tell me, which Triwizard task would have destroyed you first? The dragon, the lake, or the crippling social anxiety of asking someone to the Yule Ball? Drop your answer in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe, because next time things get angrier, darker, and somehow even less supervised. Until then, stay safe, stay magical, and for the love of Merlin, don't touch any mysterious cups.